YouTube. Today I'm going to make a wig. I'm going to color the hair before I make the wig. I'm going to use L'Oreal High Color Lights in red. And I'm going to use same L'Oreal High Color Highlights in magenta. So I don't know if you can see the box, but it's magenta and then the red. I'm going to use these two colors. I have 30 volume developer, and I watched a YouTube video and someone had said to use this protein color filler. I'm not sure what it does. It's supposed to be a red filler. From just knowing from doing color, a filler is just to fill in hair that has been highlighted and trying to bring it back to the darker range. Now I'm just experimenting, so I'm just gonna go with the flow, add the filler to the mixture. I'm not sure what it's gonna do because this time I'm trying to lift the hair up to a more reddish color, so I'm not sure what the filler is gonna do because I'm not sure, but I'm gonna use it anyways because I saw it on YouTube and I just wanted to try it. So just watch me kind of dye this hair, and then I'm just gonna make it into a wig. I'm sure there's all these videos on YouTube about dyeing bundles. It's not anything new. I'm just gonna mix these things together and then just dye my hair. I mixed the two colors together, the red and magenta, and then I added the filler that I told you about before in the beginning, also the 30 volume developer, and I'm mixing it up now. I'm going straight into coloring the bundles. I'm saturating it with the color. Doing one side first, and I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. Making sure that's pretty saturated so I can get the sort of red, maybe burgundy color that's going to come out. I'm not sure what the end result it is, and that's kind of what I'm going to just kind of wait for. I'm just going through the hair, making sure that it's all the way colored and all the strands are completely saturated with the color.
I me said a bad girl trend, the 90s bad girl trend. Beef that call me the bad girlfriend. Oh, me said a bad girl trend, the 90s bad girl trend. Me no want no doll boyfriend. My name is Ebony, black skin, Bibini, hard girl, mahogany.
I'm going straight into coloring the frontal. I already bleached the knots in the beginning. That I didn't show. There's so many videos also on that. I didn't need to show that either. And I'm taking my time to dye the frontal because I don't want to have red stains on the lace. So I'm taking my time. I'm doing section by section to ensure that I don't have all this color penetrating through the lace. I do the ends first, then I get closer to the root to ensure that I can get a nice color and saturation all the way through the frontal too.
See me body good and me kitty super fresh. There's no poppy show, yeah, me trap you like a mesh. Good and promise so you know nobody contest. Boy, are you alone, you know nobody. Turn on the light, call me body not fake. Turn on the light and see good body shape. Turn on the light, oh boy, before we start the game. Turn on the light. Oh yo, I said turn on the light. Oh yo, turn on the light. Oh yo, turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn me never love it when we do it in the dark. See me fresh and sweet road, but you not fit slack. Me no want no shy, but if you get the star talk, give it to me, march up, proof say you was the talk. Just so you know, a long time me learn me lesson. You no go fiddle, you no go slow.
So that's my closure after I dyed it. It came out pretty. Like it's I guess burgundy and maybe a little bit redder than burgundy with the frontal. That's not closure, but the frontal. I've already put it on a mannequin, ready to sew it. You can see it. I have one of those elastic weaving caps ready to go to sew it. And my bundle itself, which is this, it didn't come out as light as the frontal. I'm not sure, but I think for L'Oreal highlights color or whatever, I think it did pretty good. It pretty much lifted it to some tint of red or burgundy, if you would call it. So it did what it needed to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just sew it and cut it up. So I'm sewing the frontal first. I'm starting from the very middle part of the head, the very top part of the hair, and I am going to sew from the middle all the way to the end of one ear, holding the frontal very flat, making sure that there are no bulges or bunches as I sew the way down. I'm doing a basic stitch. I'm just going in and out. Nothing too fancy. I'm not sure what the stitch is called, but I'm just going in and out of it until I get to the end of the ear where my ear possibly will be at, and I'm going to stitch, make a couple of stitches over there to knot it up, and then I'm gonna also do the same thing from the middle to the other ear. So right now I'm just doing a stitch to lock it in, and then cut the thread, and I'm gonna start right back again in the middle, starting again in the middle, and then I'm going all the way down, just doing the same stitch that I did from going in and out. Um, I'm holding the frontal really flat. Like I said, I'm trying not to have any bulges or any lumps in it, and I am just going in and out to ensure that I can get a very flat lead wig. I'm about to end this part too now, where I've gotten very close to the ear, and I'm about to do a double stitch, a couple stitches, and I'll cut it up, and I will start with the bundles. Now the bundles, I'm going to double the tracks in the very back, and I'm just sewing same way. This time I think I'm going up and through the double track, and I'm coming down out.
No shy, boy, forget the star talk. Give it to me, march up, proof say you was the talk. Just so you know, a long time me learn me lesson. You no go fiddle, you no go slow, come in a virgin. But to pretend you, so tonight call me your surgeon. Sticky, icky, freak, yeah, so you like it, I'm bending. Turn on the light, call me body not fit. Turn on the light and see good body shit. Turn on the light, your boy, before we start again. Turn on the light. Oh yo, I said turn on the light. Oh yo, turn on the light. Oh yo, turn on the light. Turn on the light. Oh yo, turn on the light. Turn on the light. I said turn on the light. Turn on the light.
So guys, I'm done sewing this wig, and it's looking a mess. So I got something for y'all. So what I'm doing is I'm using my Donald Scott carving comb, and I'm cutting some layers through this wig. I, as you can tell, when I put it on, it was looking a mess. It wasn't flat iron on anything. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to put some layers in it. I'm using the scissors to point cut it, um, making sure that I can get some type of, I guess, style going on in this wig, because it's looking too all over the place. So I'm cutting it up a little bit, and my I guess my end result is that I wanted it to be shorter, but I also want it to be shorter and have some type of movement in it. So I'm cutting the layers, and then I use my clippers. I didn't get to film this part. I used my clippers to just cut the bottom part so I can get a straight one lane type wig. I got to be glue styling gel in action. I have my got to be glue and blasting frizz spray, and I'm applying the glue, from ear to ear, making sure that it's a little bit past my hairline so I can adhere the lace frontal to flutter wig to it. This is my second round of the blasting frizz spray to make sure the first coat of glue already dried up, and I'm using the second coat of the blasting spray. And now I'm using the blow dryer to kind of just blow it out, make it a little tacky, dry but not too dry, and then I'm gonna put the wig on. I am kind of nervous about how it's gonna look, but we just got to do what we got to do. So on goes the wig. And the wig is being put on now, and right there, voila, right on the money. Sew the elastic band to it so it can really sit on my hair and not move around. And I'm pulling the back of the wig down, and also now the front part, I'm going to bring it a little bit past my hairline, make sure that it can just be right on top of the glue so it can stick to, the lace will stick to the glue. And I'm just trying to adjust the wig right now so that I can get the lace part to kind of like stick to the got to be glue. And we on our way to make that money. So the wig is looking good so far. I was actually kind of surprised, when I was in the morning, when I felt like the color looked better. I'm making a part right now. I wanted to make a part on the right side of my hair. So I guess in the video is on the left side of my hair. And I think it's looking kind of nice with my makeup and everything. I think I did the do. So at this point, I am going to try and kind of make, I already cut up some baby hair. I tweezed it out. So, and you see at that particular point, the glue did not really stick to my hair. So I'm using this little spoolie thing that I use for color to kind of bring out my baby hair so I can really get it laid. I'm using some more Got2b glue. I put it on my hand so I can make it a little tacky, and I'm using the end of my tail comb, my rat tail comb, to apply or kind of like move the hair in the direction in where I want it to look. It is quite a bit of baby hairs, but it's still, I'm trying not to make it too sticky or tacky, so that it doesn't look too fake. I'm using this paper to make sure that the glue can really, really like lay this quote unquote fake baby hair so that it doesn't like come apart or anything. So I'm just making sure that all this whole little glue, fresh spray, blasting free spray, whatever, just is laid and doesn't come off at any point in time. So I'm doing this now, and I'm going to use my blow dryer to blow dry a little bit more so that I can get a really, really, really nice hold. That's kind of what I want. A really, really, really nice hold, and so it doesn't come apart. So I'm blow drying a little bit more. I'm going to take this off, and I'm using my foundation to put it on the line where the part that I made, so they can really kind of look like my skin color. So, fake it till you make it. I'm trying to make sure that the lace can look like my skin. I'm really feeling my hair at this point. You guys can tell. I don't know if you can tell, but I keep combing through it like, oh, wow, it really came out nice, because the wig was not looking that great when I finished sewing it. I did a little bit of flat iron, which I didn't show in the video, but then it was just flat iron the hair bone straight. As I'm combing through it, you can tell that it's just kind of laying on my hair really, really nicely. I like the way it's laying. See how I can move my hair. I have that movement from the layers that I cut in there later with the Donald Scott carving comb and also with the scissors. So I am pretty much done with this wig. It came out really, really nice. The color also came out really nice.
Ghana boy say he want marry me. I hope say sabi kukuache. Hope your love goes sweet past the shit oh. Baby boy they say he think my body is a killer oh. I hope say sabi kukuache. Hope his love goes sweet past the shit oh. Oh yeah man, forget your bra. Me say forget your bra. Oh yeah man, what be the matter? Me say what be the matter?